Hey everybody, what's up? What's good? Hope y'all are doing well. Just got a new watch today. It was just delivered by Amazon and I wanted to do an unboxing. Let me show you. I'm really excited about this one, okay? It's a Casio, and lately I've been really into Casio. It's one of those things where, I buy a lot of stuff online, just like I guess a lot of people, and Amazon is like one of these amazing places where, I don't know, you can get like condiments and you can get like a wristwatch, sometimes really expensive wristwatches. But what prompted this was I was looking at some watch videos and some watch reviews, and I saw some Luminoxes, and it really made me miss some of my old Luminox watches. Take a look at some of my older videos. I'm a big fan of that brand. But anyway, so I was on Amazon trying to buy something like toilet paper and ketchup, and anyway, I just started to look and I just saw this Casio and I said, wow, man, what a great price. Let me get it. Let me open it up and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Just simple basic box. And then here's the sticker. You can see this is the MW200. Let's see what this thing looks like. So just super simple, super easy. And you can see already the vibe that it gives, and let me just, this is all just like a simple, typical Casio setup. And oh man, I'll be honest, it looks better in person than it even did on the pictures. Very cheap, man. I mean, this was a $20 watch. It's not quite a G-Shock, you know what I mean? G-Shocks, I mean, those, I think they start, the cheapest G-Shocks are probably, I would say 60, 70, maybe 80, $90 now. But this has a lot of like awesome specs. And so this is 100 meters water resistance. Now, of course, Luminoxes are typically 200 meters water resistant, but it's still got the same kind of resin case. Let me put this thing on my wrist and we'll talk a little bit more about it, okay? Really excited to try this on. Give me a sec. So you see I'm wearing the Casio I showed off in a previous video. This is the F91W. Check that out. This is the green version. Really nice watch. Really like it. I'm really into Casio lately. Very nice, fun, affordable watches. Check out that video if you're interested in this one. But let me show you this MRW. Just look at the size. So this MRW200, it's got a Luminox feel. It's kind of got a Luminox size. Feels like looks like about a 44 millimeter watch. Quartz, of course. I think this bad boy has like a 10-year battery life, but you can just see immediately why I was drawn to it as somebody that was interested in getting back into Luminox. And I looked at Luminox, man, but Luminox is not cheap anymore. It's not as if, there's a little cool, Luminox is not cheap anymore. I mean, the days of getting like a $75 Luminox are long gone. I mean, even discounted Luminox are like $150, $175. Looks like it's got a bi-directional bezel. It doesn't click. It's just kind of friction fit. Kind of hard to turn, which is good. And then let's see here. Crown, as expected, does not screw down. But the movement hacks. Okay, well, that's a nice touch. Very cool. So you can set the time pretty easily. Let's see if it's got a quick set. Should. Quick set and date and day. I kind of wish this didn't have the... Looks like it's just got the quick set date, and if you want to like advance it, you got to kind of do it like this, I think. Let's see if that day advances. So we'll keep going, keep going. And like I said, 100 meters water resistance is pretty good. Yeah, it looks like that's how it switches. Let's see, is it not quick set? Let me check again. It's kind of hard with these non-screw down crowns. Yeah, it looks like it does quick set. Look at that. Let's try this thing on. Give me a second, okay? Before we do, stainless steel case back, resin case, nice and thin. What is it, about 12 millimeters maybe? Maybe 42, 44 millimeters in diameter. Got a great look to it. Give me a second. Hang on. Let's put this thing on. All right, cool, man. We're in. Let's see here. Just super simple. This is, the G-Shocks, they do put a little bit more time and money and effort to, for sure. You can see that the resin is a little bit thin. Case construction good, just not as robust and overbuilt as a G-Shock. But again, I'm only paying $20 brand new in box for this watch. Anyway, let's see what this thing feels like on the wrist. Oh man, it's nice. It definitely hits that Luminox vibe. You know what I mean? I love this green. It comes in a couple of different colors. I think there's a white one that kind of gives like this Breitling vibe on that white one. The green one kind of gave me a Luminox vibe. But yeah, I really like it, man. I'm going to rock the heck out of this thing. I like the size. You know, I like the size, and especially as I get older, I like big watches. They're large, they're legible, but if they're lightweight, they're a lot easier for me to wear. I don't have any problems like washing my hands or jumping in the pool with this one. And it's nice thin profile, man. This thing looks cool. It looks cool, and I like it. I'll tell you why I like it, because sometimes you just want like an analog kind of watch, you know, as opposed to like a digital one, depending on whatever your style is and what you're kind of into. And so, you know, in that regard, I think this one does a really good job of being inexpensive, but offering just a lot of bang for the buck. I'll be honest, like wearing comfort on this watch is, I don't know, man. It's a lot more comfortable than most of my G-Shocks. It's thin, you know, and it's got good stats. It's got 100 meters water resistance. It's big, it's bold, it's legible without being massive and huge. And I think that's important, because sometimes you don't really want like a huge watch, but you want something that's big, kind of tactical, kind of goes with your look, kind of goes with your style. And this one, I mean, it's basically disposable. You know, I say that, but I have no doubt that this thing is going to last forever and look great. You know, Casio, even entry-level, low-end Casio, like this $20 watch, it's just built out so well. I mean, the quality is just so absurdly good. So I have no doubt that I could keep this thing for 10 years, change the battery, and keep it for another 10. And I think, you know, in the world of watches, it's funny how sometimes watches are super expensive, but sometimes you can get like really good brand new watches for super cheap, especially if you're not somebody that is afraid or shies away from things like quartz or resin or lightweight watches. I think you get a lot of style for the money. I mean, it's weightless on my wrist, super comfortable, super easy to wear. And especially if you're somebody with a smaller wrist like me and you want to kind of have that big watch energy, that big, like a bold watch, this is a inexpensive, really nice way to do it. I say inexpensive, I don't mean that as a bad way. I mean, I think it's ridiculously cheap for what you get. I'm telling you guys, this thing is more comfortable than any G-Shock I've tried on recently. You know, those are just like big, bulky. They have all kinds of like faux techniques and kind of like faux kind of, you know, attachment kind of things onto the cases. This kind of is very stripped down and has kind of none of that stuff. And again, it's like an analog Casio, almost a G-Shock, you know, so that's really cool. I would love a G-Shock in this case profile. You know, if they could give me like a slim G-Shock like this comfortable, I would be just totally down for it. I'm rambling, guys. I hope you like this quick look at this really cool watch. I mean, I really like this thing. The wearing comfort is 10 out of 10. You know, the movement is 10 out of 10. You know, I love these Casios, especially at this price point. I think you get just a ton of watch for your money, and this is one I'm just going to be rocking like constantly. I think, especially as summer kind of winds down, this may be a cool watch for me to transition into fall with. Guys, God bless. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Looking forward to make some more content for y'all real soon. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you. Bye.